Good morning, or good afternoon. I'm proud to be running for the position of student representative to the Board of Education. As the representative of the student body, my job would not be for anyone but you. If elected, I will not simply represent the students. There will not just be a student sitting in a conference room listening to a bunch of adults. There will be a student pushing for what the student council, and transitively, the student body, believes. The past couple years have been a growing period for me, as I have previously not felt qualified enough to serve on the student government. But in these past years, I have improved myself in many ways that will help me to best represent the beliefs of the student body. As an award-winning Model United Nations Club member, I have demonstrated many times my ability to represent a body of people effectively and with as little bias as possible. I have also refined the way I present my talking points and achieve compromise. I have participated in multiple different school sports and many extracurriculars, ranging from cooking and anchor club to helping younger students to design robots on the robotics team. This gave me a broad scope of the student body. Due to my involvement in this range of activities, I have a great idea of many views of our students at our school and will be able to successfully take these viewpoints of the student council and make sure it is coming from the perspective of the entire student body. Then, I can bring that viewpoint to board meetings and make sure the importance of this position is recognized. I don't want to be a messenger who simply tells the board what the student body believes. I want to be an enforcer of the student council's opinions and proposals, who shows the school board the importance of knowing the wants and needs of those they serve. I'm Jake Schaefer, and I'm running to represent you. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Hi guys, for those who don't know me, my name is Abby Levy and I am running for Student Council Board of Education Representative. The duties and responsibilities of Student Board Representative include meeting with and communicating the ideas and concerns of the students to the elected members of the Board of Education. As your representative, I promise to make myself accessible to each and every one of you, to listen to your issues and concerns, and convey them to the Student Council and board members at their meetings. I know that your ideas and opinions are important. They are important to me and they are important to the school. That is why I'm committed to working hard to be an advocate for you in order to make your ideas become a reality and to ensure that your questions and concerns are addressed. What does that mean exactly? It means that I will be here for you. I will meet with you and listen carefully to your suggestions, which I will promptly and effectively communicate to the board. I will also be responsive and proactive. I will attend regular meetings of the Student Council and Board of Education where I will be your voice and press for board action. In other words, I will do what it takes to accomplish the goals that you set for Hopewell, and I believe that I have what it takes to accomplish these goals. Now, I'm not going to make big or unrealistic promises to you. Instead, I can assure you that what I say is what I will do. That is to create a bridge between the student body and the Board of Education in order to better ensure that our questions are answered, our ideas are considered, and our needs are met. Of course, the issues that arise may be new or even controversial. I will not hesitate to step forward on your behalf. I am confident in my ability to listen to your ideas and present them in a cohesive and persuasive manner to the board. In fact, I have some ideas of my own. For instance, last year I suggested a food truck event for the high school and community. I'm happy to see that some of my fellow candidates have now embraced this idea, and I will continue to explore new and innovative ideas with you for presentation to the board for their consideration and action. We, the student body, are the soul of Hopewell. We are the closest to the everyday workings, problems, and success of Hopewell. We know what we want, what we need, and what works best for us. I know that I can represent our interests in a way that will move our school into the future. Change is important and it is inevitable. Without change, there can be no progress. By being present and deeply committed and connected to the student body, I can help be a vehicle for positive change for our school. So please vote for me for Student Council Board Rep, and I will not disappoint you.
Hi, I'm Maggie Garrity, and I'm running for Student Council's School Board Representative. The question most people have asked me is, what exactly does the board rep do? The school board representative is the bridge between the school student council and the school board itself. She is responsible for relaying ideas from student council to the school board, and vice versa, and, but hopefully not, finding solutions for issues between the two. The representative must have 3 qualities in order to be the best bridge for both sides. Of course, the school board representative has to be responsible. All leaders of student council do. But the representative is responsible for very different tasks. She must be able to juggle student council and school and work and whatever time may be left for a social life. This may be a daunting task to try to take on, but I'm always up for a challenge. This representative is responsible for communicating clearly to the school board and the other members of student council. If she lacks this quality, she could cause disorder and disorganization among the student council officers and members. In order to make sure there are no issues in the responsibility of communication, a school board representative must also be confident with who she is and what she has to say. Without confidence, it would be difficult for the representative when she has to present ideas or answer questions for fear of being wrong. The school needs a representative who won't shy away from a challenge or is too afraid to talk to others, which I believe I can do since I'm sort of kind and talking to the whole school right now. The last, and I think most important quality that a representative has to have is being cooperative. The whole point of student council is to create events that the students will and want to go enjoy. But how do we figure out what you want? We have to ask and be cooperative with all of you. So how can a representative represent students who she is unwilling to work with? It just wouldn't make sense. On the other hand, I am more than willing to hear from all of you, even if you're not planning on applying for student council. Feel free to hunt me down in the halls and say, "Hey Maggie, I have this super cool idea." And I'll listen no matter how crazy it may be, because it would be my job to not only represent you in the student council's meetings, but also the school boards. All of us running for an office position really need your help next year, because without you, there's nobody for us to represent. If you still are, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day, Hopewell.
Hello, Hopewell Valley. My name is Jared Plumsky, and I would like to be your next student council vice president. Some of you may know me from football, FBLA, NHS, class, or from around the halls. I want to be your student council vice president because I know that I have the drive, the skills, and the ability to make a difference and make this your best year yet. I've been involved with student council since 6th grade, so I've been able to watch different styles of leadership and how to plan, prepare for, and execute events while advertising and getting out the word to all of you. Let's be honest, Hopewell is a great school, but we can make it better. Before I tell you what I want to accomplish as your student council vice president, I want to know what you would like for this upcoming year. You each have a lot of ideas, and it is my goal to make your voice heard. Student council is about representing the students, but we can't do that with only 30 members. I want for your voice to be heard, and I've already set up a survey system linked to my campaign website and Facebook page. I also want to hold open meetings so that you can all participate. So once you elect me as student council vice president, I'll be open to meet with any of you if you have any ideas about events, promotions, fundraisers, or activities with your club. I promise to get back to you about any of these ideas to make our school a better place. After all, student council is about everyone. I also want to increase student body involvement across all areas of school. I know not everybody has been excited about events these past few years, but that can change, and it will change. I'll make sure that we have events that you're interested in attending so that we can have monthly events. So maybe if you miss one, you don't have to wait another half a year for another one. I want to increase school spirit and involvement through social media votes, impromptu meetings, and surveys. I want for this upcoming year to be an expression of what you want, and not just what your officers want. After all, it's about you. I have a strong background in finance and marketing and can use this expertise to benefit the school. I will work to eliminate costs on fees and small items so we have more money to spend on giveaways, and we can have less expensive events. Imagine almost everyone getting throwouts at pep rallies, and free pizza and ice cream during some of the lunches. I'll also work to develop a stronger social media presence on other platforms besides Facebook. I'll work to develop a website and use our app to communicate school-wide events to all of you, and allow for submission of ideas and content to be posted. I know voting doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but it does make a difference. I can't promise to you that I'll make lunches free and let out school early, but I do promise to listen to all of your suggestions and help put them into action. So when you get an email to vote for student council officers soon, remember to vote Jared Plumsky for student council vice president.
Hello, I'm Connor Murphy and I'm running for student council vice president. The role of an officer in student council is sometimes misunderstood. Many will stand up here and speak about how they plan to bring many new ideas to the school. However, those who understand the way student council works know this is not the truth. This job is not reserved for the officers, rather for the representatives. Each student brings new ideas to every meeting, offering possibilities for new events and improving old ones. Being the vice president would not mean I can't play a role in these responsibilities, but rather that my job goes beyond this. As a vice president, I plan to bring 3 main goals to student council. The first is that I plan to make sure that the events we decide on are the best they can possibly be, and that they aren't just ideas without desire from the student body. For example, this past year we attempted the MORP. Our officers believed we should add an event in the winter, and that because the freshmen and sophomores did not have a prom, that we should give them a winter dance. The logic was there, however, there just wasn't enough support, and so it was canceled. Next year, I want to have a winter event too, but instead we could bring new ideas that the student body is interested in. The most important thing for me is that whatever we do, the people want it. The second goal I have for next year is that we need to get the right people involved in student council. This past year, we brought back a distinctly smaller number of members than in past years. The numbers were a problem, but the issue that came was the people selected were not committed enough and the lack of numbers showed. There were meetings with nearly half of student council missing, each one with a different excuse. These meetings are once a week for less than half of a lunch period, and some students fail to show up to more than 2 meetings. Then, many students couldn't help with the events we wanted to set up or needed members to supervise. In short, we need committed members who want to make the school a better place. The final goal I have for student council next year is to do everything in my power to make next year student-driven. Each year, students are disappointed with events. If I'm elected, I plan on ending this. I want homecoming to be more than a football game, with things like food trucks, music, and games. I want pep rallies to be more than volleyball games, with more student-involving competitions and events. To accomplish this, our student council needs to be more engaged in the student body. Whether it be with surveys, online questionnaires, or just by talking to students, I want events to not just please the loudest students, but everyone in this school. To sum it up, next year is something I want to look forward to. To me, making money from student council-run events is second on my priorities. My number one goal is to have events that people not only want to attend, but that people can't wait to do again the next year. As vice president, I want to work with my fellow officers to accomplish this goal, bringing in new faces and new ideas, and improving on the old ones. I want for each and every student to enjoy next year, and if you vote for me, I promise you, next year will be a good one.
Hello, student body. My name is Austin Hawkins, and I would like to be your vice president next year. I've been in student council every year since the 6th grade, so I'm experienced in how to handle the student council environment. Another thing I pride myself on is being very loyal to my friends and place a lot of respect upon our relationship. Now, I know many of you don't want to hear another candidate's speech of a candidate droning on about things you care little about, so I'm going to keep this short, to the point, and tell you what I think needs change in this school, and most importantly, what I think you, the student, care about. I think our school needs more school spirit, more events that involve the entire student body and really bring us together as a school. As vice president, I will advocate for more sports, club, and performing arts-related events to give these organizations the recognition they deserve and get students excited about upcoming events and coming back to school. I also think that only a small portion of the student voice in the school is being heard, and I know that I can change that. As I began to collect signatures for my nomination to run as your vice president, I was glad to be able to branch out and meet a lot of you that I normally wouldn't have a chance to talk to. I enjoyed this opportunity and will surely be reaching out to every grade level and every type of student if I am elected. I also consider my courses and extracurriculars very diverse as well, so I'm able to reach out to every end of the student body, gather your opinions, and place them into effective action. I will do this by directing all thoughts on how to improve this school directly to the elected president and directly to Mr. Dare. A lot of candidates will all talk, but I can assure you I will make a difference in this school. I know I'm the best candidate at my position, so remember, a vote for Hawkins is a vote for a better Hopewell Valley. Thank you all for listening, and God bless Hopewell Valley Central High School.
Student Council's job is to organize, fundraise, and run events, from Welcome Back to the Blood Drive. The President's job is to lead Student Council in these efforts, along with other officers. Your job is to pick that president. Let me help you out with this job. I could stand up here and talk about my leadership experience. I could depict the team I helped to lead a robot. I could lecture on the events I've planned as president of Spanish Club. I could discourse on my participation in local government through the Youth Advisory Board. And I could chronicle the countless events I've helped to manage as part of Student Council. I could recount the fundraising, paperwork, logistics, and events I've planned and managed as an officer of the Model UN. But what's really important is not what I've done, but what I will do. First, let me tell you what I'm not going to do. Tragically, I cannot ban homework. I cannot make every day a delayed opening. I cannot add 10% to every student's grade. And I cannot get you out of your lunch detention. But for everything I cannot do, there is much more that I can and will do. First off, I will make sure that Welcome Back happens, not just next year, but the year after that as well. The current president has done a wonderful job of donating a portion of the profits to a charity so that children won't go hungry and we can have our dance. I will continue this and anything else necessary to make sure it continues to take place. I will also increase the number of student appreciation days. That's when you get free ice cream or donuts or cider. My teacher taught me to give evidence and reasoning, but does that really require an explanation? Student council has room in its budget, and I'd bet you have room in your stomach. But most importantly, I will push for new events to be created. Wouldn't it be nice if during your study hall there were a nice place to sit outside while it's warm out? I can't promise anything, but if I become president, I will fight for this and anything else you ask for. Because if you have an idea for an amazing event, or if you don't think an event should happen at all, you deserve to be heard. This year, we had many new events with varying degrees of success. We both held MORP and ran Poetry Slam for the first time. MORP suffered from a lack of interest so severe that it had to be canceled. Poetry Slam, on the other hand, was a great success, with many people attending, participating, and reporting great things. As president, I will make sure to hear your input so that we have more of the events you want and none of the ones you don't. Now, maybe I'm not the kind of guy you want to sit down at a bar and have an apple juice with. Or maybe I am, I don't know. But what is truly important is that I can deliver on what I have promised here. Voting is online this year, so whether you decide that me or one of my opponents are better qualified, please take the 30 seconds out of your day to choose your next president. We are here to serve you, so let your voice be heard. Oh, and if the tech software broke or you don't feel like reading, I'm the Vruz Bomb.
Hi, my name's Monica Kerr, and I'm running for Student Council President. Being positive in a negative situation is not naive, it is leadership. This quote by Ralph Marston, a pro football player, reflects my philosophy about running for Student Council President. After serving on Student Council for both my freshman and sophomore year, I was disappointed to not be a part of it this year. Although this was a negative start to my junior year, I remained positive in pursuing something I've wanted to do since freshman year. My positive experience with the council motivated me to run for the presidency. It's a common cliche, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. But cliches only become cliches because they hold some sort of truth. This is mine. My creativity, coupled with my ability to work well and communicate with both students and teachers, are 2 of the many qualities that would make me a good president. My boundless energy and fresh perspective can and will provide the student body a year that I'll never forget. I have both the privilege and responsibility of being a part of the principal's cabinet this year, a group of students who work closely with Mr. Dare to bring forward ideas to improve student life. Through this experience, I gained firsthand knowledge on how to serve as a liaison between the students and the administration. Throughout the past 3 years in these halls, I have also been involved on the high school swim team and the National Honor Society. My 10-year experience as a competitive swimmer and an accomplished academic have taught me to multitask and juggle school, swimming, and a social life. Having the ability to multitask will help me work as an efficient and thorough team leader with the other student council officers, students, and administration. Our school has many traditions, such as Welcome Back, Homecoming, and our 3 pep rallies. One of my goals as your student council president would be to start a new tradition, the Mo Money, Mo Fun charity drive, an all-night dance where all the proceeds would go to a charity of students' choice, which would occur right after midterms. In the past, formal dances for our entire student body have not been well attended. The dance will kill 2 birds with 1 stone, providing an event all students can enjoy, as well as contributing to charity. I'm willing to hand you the ox. One of my other ideas is opting for a smoothie bar in the cafeteria, which would provide a healthier and tastier beverage option for those students. The past 3 years in Hopewell Valley Central High have been quite the journey. For me, each year is filled with events that make up the high school experience. The dances, homecomings, and pep rallies I've been a part of have made these past years memorable. I'm not sure I could have asked for anything better. But one thing I know to be true is that the task of a great leader is to get her people from where they are to where they have not been. By running for president, I am promising that I will go the extra mile for you, and I will. Thank you and have a wonderful day, Hopewell.
Good morning. I'm Megan Heimbach, and I'm running for the position of Student Council President. I know you've heard a lot of speeches by now and are probably bored, so I'll keep this short. To me, Student Council is an organization with the purpose of bringing together everyone in the school, which I think it has accomplished in many ways. However, there are obviously ways that it can be improved and more inclusive. I'm not going to list ideas out because everyone admitted into Student Council is there for the purpose of bringing in fresh ideas. The duty of a Student Council President is to organize the events we decide to do in a way that is enjoyable and organized for everyone attending, so that is what I want to do. I want to improve the pep rallies so they're more exciting for everyone attending. I want to publicize events like Spirit Day so the whole school, not just a few kids, go all out. I want to make events like snow clubbing include more clubs so everyone can profit from the experience. And there are 3 main reasons why I think I'm fit to do that position. 1, I'm extremely committed. I've been in student council since my sophomore year and have worked every pep rally and almost every event. While some kids skipped working their welcome back bag collection shift, I missed the seniors running in 2 years in a row to finish my shift, which obviously shows commitment. My experiences at the numerous events have made it so I know how everything runs. I won't be coming in with no idea how meetings work or how to find the speakers for pep rallies. I'll have it all under control because of the commitment I've shown. 2, I'm extremely organized. An important aspect of student council is making sure the events run smoothly, as nobody wants to wait around in confusion or miss out on the best parts of the events. My organization will allow me to plan out events further in advance so there's more time to publicize them and make them bigger and better than ever. From talking to people at lunch, the biggest problem with student council events is that they have no idea what they're going on or what they're all about, which my organization will fix. And 3, I love our school. The past 3 years have been the best ones of my life, and I want to make sure my last year here is better than the last 3. Student council runs a large part of homecoming and other sporting events, spirit days, and pep rallies. I want all of this experience to be more amazing for everyone. More prizes, more spirit, higher stakes for the volleyball games. Those are all things I've loved and want to make better. I'm very easy to talk to, and I'm always around, so if you have a new idea that you think student council absolutely needs to do, you can come up to me and say it. I'm so excited to hopefully make the next year the best year of high school for everyone. So I hope I've convinced you that I'm the best person for this position of student council president. I'm committed to student council, able to organize the events, and want to improve things because I love the school. I just want to remind everyone to keep in mind when you're voting not to vote for your friends, but the people you think will run student council the best. Unless you're my friend, then vote for me. Thank you. Have a good day.
Good morning. My name is Coco Kovalev, and I am running for the position of Secretary for the class of 2018. This election presents us all with a very clear choice. It is a choice between continuing things the way they always have been, which is giving people the title because of how funny they are in class or how good they are at sports, or electing people with dedication, charisma, and a very strong work ethic. I also bring new ideas to the table, and above all, I believe that my most important job is listening and communicating your ideas regularly. Short and sweet is key because I can almost guarantee that 95% of you are tuning out and have already made your decision based on the names on the ballot. How many candidates have you voted for before who did not give you what they promised you? I know that voting is very much a popularity contest here in Hopewell, but I can only hope that you can make the right choice of actually listening to the speeches. I'm not asking you to vote for me because of my name or because we're friends, but because of what I will do for this school, and that will only happen by checking that box. It will only take a minute out of your time to vote from now until midnight on the 18th. My name is Coco Kovalev, and I'm running for secretary. Together, I can assure you that we will achieve great things, but only if you make the right choice. Thanks for listening, and have a good day, Hopewell.
Hi, my name is Kyle Randazzo, and I am running for the class of 2018 secretary position. As secretary, I promise to bring a strong work ethic and good ideas to the other class officers. I feel that I am a very hardworking student and will be a good fit for the position. I think I will represent the grade very well because I am very kind and friendly towards everyone. I think that quality makes me approachable and easy to talk to. Not only am I committed to my schoolwork, but I'm also committed to other clubs like the Future Business Leaders of America, where I helped create an app for the school and ranked first in the nation in a stock market game. I like to play baseball. I'm currently playing for the high school team and a showcase team. As the secretary, you should be a good note taker and be good at keeping track of things as meetings go on. The secretary also has to be a good listener. Me being the person I am makes me want to face this challenge head on for our class. As a student, athlete, and classmate, I strongly suggest voting for me, Kyle Randazzo, for your class of 2018 secretary. Hashtag Kyle for secretary.
Okay. Good morning, Hopewell Valley students and faculty. I'm Maya Hill, and I am running for class president. I plan to work as hard as I possibly can to be the best president to represent the class of 2018. I am the leader that you can depend on, and I promise you, I am dedicated to making this coming school year the most successful one yet. I will bring new ideas and concepts to the table. With my background in theater, creativity is my passion. Our class needs funding in order to have successful events. Therefore, I plan to use technology as a way to keep us all in contact. I will get the student body involved in choosing monthly activities so we do what everyone wants, not just a few class officers. I will also make improvements based on your feedback, and I will follow through on all of them. I will represent your thoughts and ideas with hard work and dedication. There is no such thing as impossible. I will do whatever necessary to make this next year fun and memorable. It will be my #1 priority to ensure that we all have a great year. I'm not going to stand here and tell you to vote for me, but vote for the person who you think will do the best job at supporting our class and the things that are important to us. It will be a true honor to represent you as your class president. Vince Lombardi once said, "Leaders aren't born, they are made. And they are made just like anything else, through hard work. And that's the price we'll have to pay to achieve that goal, or any goal." I am confident that we will achieve our goals. Thank you, and vote Maya Hill for your class president. Go Bulldogs!
Come on, get your voting, baby. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Vote for Maya, and don't be lazy. We'll make some memories. Just wait and see. So vote for Maya, and don't be lazy.
Hello and good morning. My name is Max Brass, and before I start my speech, I'm taking you all out to McDonald's, to give my words a little more weight. Oh, okay, no jokes? Alright, so this is the part where I tell you all about my great achievements that would make me the best choice as the sophomore class president. A pretty monotonous activity, but we have to do it, so let's get started. My job as president is to fundraise, so that when junior and senior prom roll around, all of you can have a great high school experience, and our grade is able to be at its best. Events such as these are what we as a whole all look forward to once we become upperclassmen of the high school. It is so important that we ready ourselves and prepare for the occasions now with fundraisers and class events. This school year alone, we've raised $3,060, as well as continuing to work towards our senior year. Also, the class officer group was able to accomplish other feats, such as winning second in the homecoming float competition, in which we were awarded $200. In addition, we continue to strive to better the freshman class by introducing a new fundraiser, selling Krispy Kreme donuts, which I know you all enjoyed. These are all impressive statements, and I hope I can continue to work with you, the class of 2018, to not only meet, but also exceed our personal goals for the future. Okay, now to move on to a more serious topic. I'm going to be very rash with you guys. I can't promise no school or 2-hour-long lunches, but along with me, others cannot as well. But here's what I can do that others cannot. I can take your ideas directly to the top. As one of the few freshman members in the principal's cabinet, I have the rare opportunity to share any concerns that you, the freshman class, may have. The group voices ideas with school faculty, such as Mr. Dare, in order to improve the high school in any way, shape, or form. By doing this, I truly have the power to connect your ideas with the people that can make them a reality. I have the connections to improve your school experience that others do not. In addition, being the former president of the 8th grade class of Timberlane Middle School, as well as the current freshman class president of Hopewell Valley, I've had an opportunity to develop skills and gather experiences that deal with the student leadership that is required of me to serve you. It has taught me that planning is key to be successful. Whether you are raising money for the class or participating in school events, it is vital to have the experience I have obtained by doing the job. Also, communication and working with the people who you're representing is an invaluable experience that will undoubtedly help you, the students, and myself succeed in the future. I hope I've been able to illustrate my priorities for my presidency and goals that I have for the freshman class. With acceptable effort from the student body, we can all find common goals for the rest of our high school careers. I'm looking forward and anticipating getting started with our mission. When voting, please consider my strong candidacy for the position, being a well-rounded student, as well as an active participant within the high school. Understand the powerful accomplishments we have made together that have separated us from former classes. Also, acknowledge the private resources I possess in order to benefit our class in an effective manner. But out of everything I've stated, I simply ask you make the right choice for sophomore class president and vote Max Brass for the 2015-2016 school year, and together we'll accomplish greatness.